So now we've started a greenhouse, and there's different stages that we've started here. And as you start, you have to find the location, the best location on your property that gives you an east-west showing so that you can get the best amount of sun. So come along with us and we'll show you where we started from the ground up, where we squared the frame up, and we started the underpinning to get this hoops up. Thank you for coming inside of our greenhouse. As you can see where I'm sitting here, we've put 2x6s around for a raised bed, and this is part of the outside support system that the plastic goes down on top of here. But as we came to the site earlier, you noticed we needed to square this up, so we put in some anchors and squared it up, and then we put these rebar in on the base of each one of these every 4 feet.
That's it.
And we took this 2-inch PVC and bent that over and made our arch. And you can see there's a support system above us that helps keep them in line.
Just unscrew it and I'll put a different one
here is set up so that the door can open without the wind causing us problems. And behind us is a window. But you can tell that we're getting ready to set the floor up so we can have a raised bed. So there'll be a center walkway through the center of the greenhouse, several small little raised beds in it, so that they can have a place to start different types of seeds, different types of vegetables.
Then we need to take that.
So this is center, right?
We need to take that square and draw it.
Yeah. You don't have any 2x4. So as earlier we were talking about the horizontal bracing to keep these hoops in line, we needed support of them. So we put some 2-inch conduit straps around them and put them up at 72 inches, and we have one in the top and the center. And these keep the hoops in line for the wind and keeps things from moving around and keeps it more sturdy. Then we'll put plastic over this. So our next shot you'll see us, we're working on the doors, on the end, and the windows.
That's how I learned, working alongside her. And then, I was working. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whoa!
Earlier we were talking about how to support the hoops, and as you can see to my right here, we have these horizontal hoops on each side, and they come up about halfway up, about 6 foot, and then we support them with the 2-inch PVC clamps to keep them in line, to keep these hoops from moving around. Because the wind will buffet this a lot if we don't keep things supported. Anybody have any questions on the hoop frame? And one lady here said, be careful pre-cutting stuff, because then you have to recut and recut. And this is kind of we did a smaller version of the one we had, and this is the first time we've done it, so we had a lot of ad-libbing, a lot of input. It was very helpful.
let's see, this is 12 foot, right?
Here it is.
Get them way up underneath. There you go. That did it.
Okay.
Pull it out.
Right here, we need to pull more over where the pipe comes across.
Up here.
Now pull that one down.
Staple. Well, we stapled underneath already.
That's a good idea. Wrap it like you said and pull it down. Well, you know what I'm trying to think of doing is dirt here. Yeah, put dirt across your staple your ears now?
Me to the ground.
Anybody else have questions about the seeds?
Is it written on
Which one you
there?
had to hold up on? What seat was
Well,
it?
if you look on here,
It'll tell you.
you kind of know. We had a lecture and we talked about which seeds would be hardy for the winter. So the cilantro, that's not a cold weather crop.
Okay.
So you do not want to use this. You do not want to plant that. The onions, that's a cold weather crop. You can start that. The spinach you can start. Romaine lettuce you can start. And then this is a red Russian kale. You can start that. This is a green mix, a salad mix. You can start that. The leeks you can start. The beets I would hold off. I mean, you could try them. Beets are pretty hardy, but I think I would hold a little longer on the beets. Okay?
All right.
All right. Anybody else have any more questions about the hoops?
So we just learned. Oh,
We can do those now. We can,
So what?
I would wait till fall. I mean, until spring. Spring on those. Yeah, May. March. You could even start in March with these and get them up a little high. So now after you get them up a little bit higher, remember I talked about transplanting them into something? So you can take a water bottle and cut it down. Transplant it to that size next. So you'll have like maybe 4 in here. You can separate them out and put one in each one. Now this is a starter soil, and you'll see this is just for starting. And you can buy this mix at any place here at Home Depot, Lowe's, any of those different places. There's soil companies here. There's growing companies in town that you can buy that at. But you try to keep it in a good mix before you put it in the ground. So just as they keep getting taller and taller, you don't want to get them root bound. Root bound, then they don't take off well. So don't let them get too tall in here. Just get them about up an inch or so, and then transplant them into an individual, and then you can go larger, like some type of another plastic container that you have at home that you can recycle. Like a gallon jug, some milk crates. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can recycle instead of going buying expensive ones out there. Somebody else had a question.
Do you take this stuff off of it when you start growing? maybe
No,
this size?
you leave that there. They'll
Just
grow
put it in
right
the
up there.
ground with
You want to transplant this into a larger
so these are
container.
different
Does
seeds?
that make sense? So you'll just take this upside down and you'll push that out. See how that pushes out?
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
And it'll be, and you got to keep these moist.
Oh, for. Did you get one? Some for.
So give it to
Oh,
Joel.
Tracy, get one for Tracy.
Thank you.
Okay. And Shiva. I remember those names. You're welcome. Anybody else need to give?
My son Kyle.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's only have one left. I think everybody got one.
Did you get one for Kyle?
Yeah.
Oh, Phyllis took off already.
What?
What about the